we're back. Someone doesn't have to get up tomorrow.
No, I got to work tomorrow.
I thought you were off.
No, I got to work.
Oh, okay. From home though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
At least thank God. Yeah. So,
Yeah, they don't count this week.
That's nice.
And the same as 2 last weeks of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So Christmas week and New Year's week, you don't have to go to the office. I think
That's
that's like it makes sense.
No, I like that. That's neat. They do that. They're like, yeah, it's holiday week. Stay home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That's cool. That tells me that's a company that gets it.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of a company that gets it, you are back to Dago Donnie's.
Dago Donnie's.
You had to think of
You are back to Dago
Donnie's
Donnie's
on a Tokum Tuesday.
A couple of Dagos normally watching a Donnie.
Donnie, which just happened. Yes,
We just saw a Donnie that ended in a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little I'll call that. Yeah. That's a Donnie disappointment. Okay, so we're gonna have a segment going forward called Donnie disappointments.
Potential Donnies that fizzled.
Well, Donnies that you get to the absolute crescendo of the game. And
Colorado,
somebody
Kansas.
wets them. Yes.
23-21.
Somebody wets themselves.
It was on the verge of a Donnie, and then all of a sudden.
Or this one was a Donnie all the way to the end.
Yeah, and then double
and they
weddings,
wet themselves.
back-to-back weddings.
Now,
it's a lot of
a
diapers.
Donnie that goes all the way to the end with both teams swinging the entire time and not wetting, that's a true Donnie. That tonight was a
By the way,
was
you
a
know what
Donnie
game is coming on?
disappointment.
Number 4 Auburn, number 12 North Carolina.
Wow. North Carolina just had a big comeback yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Dude, the Maui Invitational.
I love the Maui Invitational. Syracuse used to go every year.
Okay, bucket list. Bucket list item would be to go to the Maui Invitational.
We never did a bucket list. It was for me and you.
No. I think we have done a sports bucket list.
Did we?
Yeah, but it's all fractured and splintered throughout.
Yeah.
But Maui Invitational?
Should be one of them.
I think it should be.
I don't know if it was on the list when we did it.
It wasn't.
It ought to be.
It wasn't.
It ought to be. Yeah, I agree with that.
But you see what's happening now. You're just like, oh, man. Wouldn't it be great to be there?
Oh, yeah. Fuck
just smoking the Maui Wowie and going to these games?
Dude, getting stoned, going to these games and fucking eating.
And then going to the beach.
Oh, my God. That'd be the life. That's the life I want. When I retire, I want to be able to just smoke, fucking go to basketball games, good basketball games, good ones.
Those are good ones.
And then in Maui, in a place like that, with a lot of palm trees and a lot of, oh my God. That's the life. See, to me, if there is a heaven, that would be heaven. For me. I can't speak for everybody. I'm saying for me, because everybody's got their version of heaven. But to me, that would be heaven. And everybody I love and care about is there. But even if they're not in basketball, they're on the beach somewhere, and I just see them later. They're there. Some come with me, some don't. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Oh, and it's free. You just go in and out. You're not going to pay for shit. You fucking go in. You come out, they hand you the weed. Hey, how you doing?
I think you're going to have to purchase
I was expecting you.
You'll have to purchase it.
No way. I haven't. Not my version of heaven. Nope. It's all free. All much as you want. Hey, that bag's a little light over there, Thomas.
Yeah, heaven for you must be socialism.
I don't know, Bob. There's only 4 ounces in it.
Dude, did you see what Memphis did to Michigan State?
Poor Lawton. Lawton's not going to be happy.
Yoinked him.
Lawton is not.
My namesake lost.
Yeah. What's happened to them? They've kind of gone downhill slowly. Not fast. They're still competitive.
Well, I mean, he's getting up there, man.
I know, but they were a national, they were a top 10 team for a long time. They still get in the tournament every fucking year, but it's it's not the same. They're always in the 8-9 game.
But think about the people they've won with. It wasn't ever the best players in the country.
Yeah, that's probably.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they had good players, obviously. Draymond Green.
Right. No, really good players. Tough players.
They had some players. He's won 2 there, right?
Yeah. Because he won one with Mateen and one with Draymond, right?
Yeah. I mean, they've had some good,
And he's always in the mix.
Yeah. That's the thing. They're usually always in the mix. They're just not in the mix anymore.
He's just getting up there, and it's like everything's changing, and I don't. What the fuck do I know, honestly?
No, but you have a point. The client, he didn't forget how to coach.
No.
I mean, maybe he just can't get the players he was once getting.
The talent gap could be a little different at this point,
They play in a top flight conference. I mean, they've got the boot. Magic Johnson is a fucking alumni. Magic fucking Johnson. Yeah. That's like MJ at North Carolina or Bird, Indiana State. Kirk Cousins.
I mean, he did go to Michigan State.
He did. He made a lot of money.
You were like, Kirk Cousins.
He's made a lot of money.
I know it.
Whether I like him or not, the motherfucker's rich.
Dude, he's had a solid NFL career.
He has. I'll tell you, he has made the most money of his opportunity. That dude doesn't waste a penny. he gets,
especially being drafted.
He gets shit. Yeah,
he gets drafted behind another quarterback.
Never thought that fucking guy would get that kind of money, but he's been solid. He just doesn't. When it matters, he chokes. But anyway. We didn't come here to tell you that. We came here to pick our. We have to look at last week. But by the way, speaking of last week, we we didn't talk about that much about the. Well, we couldn't because we did it Saturday night. We talked ourselves into picking Kansas City over our bandwagon, or the bandwagon we bandwagoned.
And Carolina played.
And Carolina damn near won the fight.
And what did I say? I said the Giants gave what's his face some confidence.
I'll tell you what, they were right there.
And dude, he actually made some throws last weekend.
But I don't know that's. Look, I'm happy for Carolina. They've been competitive since we took them.
It's true.
They're 2-2, and they've been. They could have won.
They lost to New Orleans by 1 point.
Yeah. No, they beat New Orleans by 1 point. That was one of the games they won. Yeah, that was one of the games they won in New Orleans.
That was the first game we picked.
That was the first game we picked them.
Then they beat the Giants, and we didn't pick them.
Nope. No, we did.
No, we picked the Giants.
Are you sure?
Yep.
We picked them every week until the Kansas City game.
We picked the Giants.
Okay. And they beat them?
Yeah, they beat them in fucking Germany.
He was disgusting.
That was 2 weeks ago.
That's right. You were just.
That was the day of the championship for the.
I forgot. Yeah, you were just, and justifiably so. Disgusting.
It was awful. Oh God. It was just awful.
That was terrible. I mean, he was. Oh man, I felt bad. It was a look of disgust, and rightfully so. But there was that, and then the Cowboy, fucking the Commanders. What the fuck? How the
dude? Here's a couple teams that are starting to tail on me.
Yeah.
The Commanders, which. Look, they're young.
Yeah, they're very young. That's true.
Their leader is young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not going to hate on him.
I mean, he's up for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he's been great.
He's been great. Not great. I've got him in fantasy. He's been great. Okay, he got me 30 points last week. Okay, because they came back and should have. I mean, but it wasn't his fault. How do you? They miss an extra point. No. Fucking Christ. Then they give up a touchdown on onside game.
But you think about like
stupid.
Think about how they won against the Bears. They should have never won that game against the Bears.
Bears with them.
The Bears absolutely they shit themselves.
They shit. Does a bear shit in the woods? No, but apparently he shits.
He shits at Soldier Field.
Shits at Soldier
Field. Or wherever FedEx.
FedEx. Apparently he likes to take a dump at FedEx Field.
And when he does, everybody hears it.
Yeah, he takes a dump
so that's
see it from space.
So that's one team I'm souring on, but I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be. The other one,
7-4.
The Texans.
Yeah, they've gone. Look, I know.
Losing to the Titans?
I know that, this doesn't excuse that at all. That's embarrassing. You should be
after losing to the Jets.
Yeah.
After losing to the Jets.
I mean.
That's puzzling.
I don't get it. They're too. I know they lost Dyson, and he was having a great year. He really was. He was in the top 5 in receiving.
Who'd they lose?
Dyson. I mean, Diggs, kid from Buffalo.
Oh, that's right.
He was 4th in the NFL in receptions and yards.
But the
when
thing
they lost him. Now look, should they not? They should not lose to the Titans because of that. No. And they shouldn't have lost to the Jets either.
No.
Let's be honest. So no, there's something wrong, and I'm not sure what it is.
So yeah, something going on.
It's there. It's more than him. It's more than the loss of Diggs. I can tell you that right now. So I agree with them. They're fading. And I don't know what that coach is going to do. They better do something fast. But
you got any other teams like that
that are fading?
That you kind of believed in, and now you're like, I don't know if I should believe in this team.
San Francisco.
They're beyond fading.
They're 5-6. Thing is, they're only one game out of first. 2 teams are 6-5. By the way, Seattle is rising. They are rising.
Partially because they beat San Fran.
And then
who'd they beat last week?
Arizona, who was playing well.
Yeah,
when they came in there. I was starting to believe in Arizona.
That's a team that's
I was starting to get excited about them. And of course, I was sad because Marvin Harrison should have been a fucking Patriot. But anyway, I can't.
I watched some of that game. That was a strange game.
I can't. Drake May has been awesome.
Fake
all
man.
Things considered, he's been awesome. I don't want him out there because I don't want him to get hurt. That's all. I knew he could play, and he's played great.
He could play. Didn't they lose 30-7?
That wasn't. When you lose 30-7, that's not your quarterback. That's the whole fucking team. When you get blown out, one guy is the reason you get blown out.
No, I'm not saying that, but if he's awesome.
They lost 34-15 in Miami, where they always struggle. They haven't been good in Miami since the Brady days. So when Mac's rookie year, he had a rookie who was a Pro Bowler. They struggled there. I mean, so they haven't been good there in a long time, 5 years at least. So, and Miami's a tough place to play because of the way they have it set up the stadium. The sun is on hitting the visiting side the whole game at 1 o'clock start. In that heat, like if you have to play,
that is such bullshit.
That's bullshit. They get away with that. Like how the league allowed that to happen? That's ridiculous. No other team in the league has that kind of a home field advantage.
That's horseshit.
You can talk about Mile High all you want. That's different than 110 degrees and you're in pads for 3 hours. It's just bearing on you like a fucking.
Hubert Davis getting pissed.
I know Hubert Davis losing his shit. I like the Carolina Blue.
Hubert Davis was.
It's that dude. What's his name?
Bruce Pearl.
Bruce Pearl. He's a Pearl, all right. That
Never really been a Bruce Pearl fan.
No, he's too much. I liked him in the beginning, but he's gone over the top. He's too much.
Where was he? Was he in
Tennessee.
Illinois?
Tennessee. With someone.
Knew it was orange.
Yeah, and they were good. They made a Final Four run. They were good. I mean, he was at.
He's had success at Auburn.
He's been a winner. Yeah, he can coach. He's too much. He's a little too much. That's all. I think he wants to be Tom Izzo, quite honestly, but he's not as good as Izzo. So
he's a little more showy.
It's like Calipari trying to be Patino. He's good. He's not quite as good, and of course he's more of a recruiter than a coach anyway. So.
All right, we got to get to these picks.
We did these picks. Yeah. Last week,
Christ.
Off the track. We were talking football.
11 minutes.
We were on a football track. We were.
You're right.
I mean, but
Okay.
So
going into last week, you were 105 and 63.
Indeed.
I was 110 and 58. And we both tucked our tails between our legs and picked all the same teams.
I know. We didn't realize that until afterwards. This is what Pipey does to you, by the way. It's not our fault. We're just slaves of the rhythm.
All right, so it'll be easy to count them up.
Yeah. So I was 105.
You got the schedule? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to go through each team. We had the same record. We're 9-4.
Oh, good call. We were both 9-4.
We were both 9-4.
Oh, damn! How'd you know that off the bat?
Because I already looked at it.
Oh, okay.
Today at work.
So Steelers won.
Lost.
No, they lost.
We would have picked.
So that's 0-1.
Actually, we were 9-5 because that's the one I didn't count.
Yeah, but we both would have.
Yeah, well, I wanted to ask your opinion on that because
we talked about it.
Yeah, but we didn't pick it though. So I'm like, we would have picked. I said we would have picked.
But we talked about.
I was just wondering if we were going to count it.
I said we counted.
Yeah, we counted.
Yeah,
so that would make us 9-5.
Because we would have picked it.
Yeah, we would have picked it. I agree. And by the way, Pittsburgh, what the fuck?
So Steelers lost 0-1. Minnesota won 1-1.
Yep.
Detroit won 2-1. Miami 3-1.
Yep.
Tampa 4-1. Washington 4-2. KC 5-2. Houston 5-3. Denver 6-3. Green Bay 7-3. Arizona 7-4. Philly 8-4. Ravens 9-4. So it's actually 9-4.
So it's 13 games. Okay, so I was right originally. Yep. All right, yeah. So which makes, if I was 105 and 63, that would make me 9-4, 114 and 67. Damn, I'm starting to look actually pretty good. 114 and 67. 114 and 67. Man's a genius. That's me. Then you hear Tom. I'm just fucking Einstein right now. You were 5 games ahead of me. So you're still 5 games
I was 110 and 58.
Yeah. So you're 119 and 62? No. Yeah, 62, 9-4. 62. So you're
119 and 62.
119. No, 64. You were 58.
62.
Oh yeah, 62. I'm sorry, 62.
Damn it, son! Don't confuse me.
I confused myself. 62.
All right.
Thomas J.
First game.
Oh, let me pull that up. Thomas J.
Are the Lions playing?
Thanksgiving. We got to talk about Thanksgiving. I hate that it's late, but I just love Thanksgiving, and I don't think it gets enough pub. I know everybody wants to get to Christmas. I love Christmas. I get it, but we gotta appreciate Thanksgiving a little more.
It's a great holiday.
It's a great fucking holiday.
I mean, it is.
It really is a great.
Centrally food and family.
Oh my god, and great
and
fucking
football.
food. Great and desserts. Oh, the desserts. Oh god, it's awesome.
Dude, I'm more for the sides and the savory.
I am too, but I love the desserts too. I love apple pie and ice cream.
I could eat mashed potatoes for.
I could have 3 meals a day of apple pie and ice cream. I could do it, or even apple crisp. Oh god, anyway,
apple crisp. I prefer crisp to pie.
I love them both. I love them both. But I like crisp more. but I love apple pie. I'll never say no to apple pie ice cream.
All right,
Trust me.
what's the first game?
Anyway, so yeah, what's the first game? Stop your bullshit. Stop talking about pie and food.
I'm about to shit my pants and go home and eat. God damn it.
God damn it. Put it
You think
back.
I need help putting on pounds? Stop talking apple pie.
Stop mocking me. Where we go? Schedule. Boom. Okay, so
Man, North Carolina still only has 4 points. Jesus Christ.
how much time has elapsed?
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
They're scoring a point a minute.
That's crazy.
That's terrible.
All right, so Thanksgiving Day.
Somebody go flying over the table?
First game, Chicago. Oh, he got hurt. Chicago at Detroit. Detroit's the best team. Detroit's the best team in the NFC right now. I don't think anybody would argue that. They might be the best team in football.
That's the early game on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's the first one. So we both like Detroit.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, there's nothing to really talk about there, right?
No, Detroit should roll them.
The Bears are
Offensively,
being
pretty
competitively.
good.
They're being competitive.
They've got some offense, but they just can't put it together. And I think it's whether it's the front office or the coach or the quarterback, it's all their leadership is their problem.
Yeah.
Which leads us to the second game, the G-Men at Dallas, who just somehow won in Washington. They were rolling over too. Does Dallas? Let me ask you this. I think Dallas is 4-8.
Mm-hmm.
Do they realistically have a shot at this, at making the playoff?
No,
No,
not at all.
no. All they're doing is backing up their first round pick,
Yeah.
which they're going to need.
Yeah, I mean
at this
they're
point,
still going to have Dak next year. I mean, they're just going to run it back.
when Dak was there, they sucked.
Right, but they're not going to draft
In
a
fact,
quarterback.
you saw what I posted today about Jerry Jones. Did you see that? He says there's a chance Mike McCarthy comes back. Stephen A. Smith almost threw up in his mouth. Shannon Sharp was laughing at him because he'd been.
As crazy and as sad as this sounds, they're still better than the Giants. So,
What about cutlets? Cutlets.
cutlets.
Shitlets.
No, more like nuggets.
No,
It's Tommy Nuggets.
Tommy
Poop Nuggets.
Nuggets.
The fuck out of here.
Tommy Poop Nuggets. That is a good name for him.
Dude, but here's the sad thing.
Tommy Poop
Here's the
Nuggets.
sad thing. He's not healthy. So Drew Lock, the guy they paid $5 million.
I think they call him TPN on the street.
No, dude. But here's the sad thing. DeVito's not healthy, so Drew Lock might start that game.
Oh. Ooh, Drew no luck lock. Ooh.
Drew picked my lock.
Bad luck. Drew bad luck lock.
Drew picked my lock.
Drew picked my
This guy,
Drew bad luck lock.
DeVito got injured for a play last game. They brought in Drew Lock, made him hand the ball off, and then immediately put DeVito back in. I'm like, you paid this stiff $5 million? He can't make a pass.
You paid this stiff.
This guy's making
Scab of scab.
No, but seriously, you won't let him throw the ball?
Oh my
Jesus
God. He's
Christ.
the Bailey Zappi of non-Bailey Zappies.
The guy started several games for Seattle last year. He won games for them.
Yeah. I mean,
And he comes to the Giants and he's a feeble fuck?
so the the Giants are worse than the Cowboys.
Without a doubt.
So we're picking the Cowboys. Which now this one is actually has gotten interesting because Miami has crawled out of the depths of the doldrum here, and right now they are in the wild card, 5-6. They're only
Fraudulent.
They are. Two is back. They were a playoff team last year with two. We said they were dangerous. They're starting to get dangerous again. But here's the thing: they're playing at Green Bay, who just bent San Fran over.
That's true.
They bent them over, and McCaffrey played.
And, yeah, but Purdy didn't play.
Oh, that's right. Purdy didn't play. But Purdy don't play defense. And by the way, they still got all those weapons. The backup quarterback should have been able to do something with all those weapons with Debo and Kittles.
We've never even heard of the backup.
Should have been Danny Dimes.
Well,
bet
they couldn't get him that soon.
That's true. He wasn't.
Had to wait.
He wasn't.
So I think
I want to see Danny Dimes behind that.
Dude,
team.
you know what somebody posted on Twitter today?
What?
They were like, my worst nightmare would be Jalen Hurts gets hurt. Daniel Jones goes to the Eagles and wins a Super Bowl with Saquon.
Oh
Barkley.
my God!
I was like,
oh,
why would you even say that out loud?
Oh my God!
Why would you put that in the universe?
Oh,
Could you imagine?
I'm worried about you. What would that do to one Thomas J. Izzo?
I might never watch football again.
Oh my God, I'd have to. He'd be like,
North Carolina just scored its 8th point.
did you see Legends of the Fall?
Yeah. Tristan.
Remember when Tristan lost it after his brother died, and that'd be Tommy out in the wild with like a knife, like, don't come near me, I'll eat your arm off, like fucking so fucking. Oh yeah, Tommy will lose.
What was it called?
Legends of the Fall. Tristan.
Was Tristan blind?
It was no, it was Brad Pitt.
Who was blind?
Nobody was blind.
No,
one was blind.
I remember somebody like
his dad had a stroke.
I remember somebody like walking out of the front yard just
that was
getting
his dad.
shot up.
He had a stroke. His father. That was Anthony Hopkins.
And he got shot.
By the way, the actors in that. No, he had a stroke.
No, but somebody was yelling Tristan.
That was before he died. That was Henry. What's his name? The kid who played the kid on E.T. Chris something Elliott. He played Elliott on E.T. It was Henry Thomas. Oh, what a pull by RJ. Henry Thomas.
Elliott.
He goes stay. He goes ouch with the lady finger and it make the whole world cry.
Okay, so
we have Green Bay.
Packers,
Dolphins. I'm telling you, Dolphins are playing well though.
Okay, so is this one of those where one of us has to pick a different team?
No, but it's.
I don't believe in the Dolphins.
The Packers. I think the Dolphins could win this game if they weren't there. But Green Bay at home, the way they're playing right now, I can't pick against them.
All right, we both picked GB.
Yeah, both GB. Friday, there's a game on Friday, and the problem.
Black Friday.
Yeah, well, speaking of Black Friday, Raiders Chiefs.
No, please.
The thing about it is the Chiefs just barely beat Carolina.
And the Raiders have played them tough.
They have. The Raiders are just.
I can't pick the Raiders.
I can't pick the Raiders. I can't do it. Chiefs. And the Chiefs are not blowing anybody's doors off, by the way. Would you be surprised if that was a 16-10 game? No. They'll win, but it'll be like, the Raiders they'll wet themselves on a field goal kick and they'll kick it off the guy's butt. It'll go
the first quarter it'll be 14-0 Raiders, and we'll be like, oh, God damn it. And the fucking Chiefs will win 17-14.
Yes. That's what. No, they'll win like 15-14. They'll get they'll get a field goal. You know what happens? They'll get a field goal, and then the Raiders will fumble in the end zone like a safety or something. They'll lose 15-14. That's the only way the Chiefs haven't won.
Exactly.
I think. So anyway, we'll go Casey. All right, now, here's the one I think we can disagree on first. This is a good one. The Chargers at Atlanta.
I'm all over the Chargers.
The Chargers lost at home. That was Baltimore, but they had a lead. Baltimore came back. It wasn't a big lead, but.
And now they got to go to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I like Chargers in that game. Do you like Atlanta?
I'll go with Atlanta at home. I just don't trust the Chargers right now. Not because they're 7-4, but they haven't beaten a lot of great teams. They faced one and they couldn't handle it. Well, Atlanta's not a great team, but it's a tough place to play.
He always loses to his brother.
Kind of. No, is that true? Yeah, he lost him in the Super Bowl.
At least in the NFL.
Yeah, true.
I don't know about before then.
Yeah, true, because he lost him in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
he was the Niners coach.
Yeah.
All right, so you got Chargers. I got Atlanta. All right, there's one. The next one.
Oh, I have the Chargers.
Yep. You want the Chargers? I want Atlanta. That's the first one. So I like that one. That's a good game. That's a toss-up game. I like that. That'll be a good matchup, I think. Now this one has actually gotten interesting.
Okay.
Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's offense can hang with anybody, including Baltimore. They did. They lost to Baltimore by 1 point at Baltimore. Baltimore's offense is rolling right now. They were right with them. Mm-hmm. Pittsburgh does not have Baltimore's offense. They proved that when Baltimore fucking pissed themselves, shit themselves, threw up on themselves, and it was 18-16. So Pittsburgh's not going to run away from anybody. This is really
also shown that in-division games are different.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Like I'd trust Pittsburgh against a non-divisional opponent more than a divisional opponent.
And honestly, Cincinnati's 4-7. They can't lose this game or it's over.
Dude, you said that 2 weeks ago though.
They're 4-7. They're not mathematically out of it. They're not. They're 2 games out of the last spot. There's 5 games to go.
Remember that week that they lost to the Ravens? You said they can't lose this game. They're the more desperate team.
They lost by a point.
But they lost.
At Baltimore.
Right, but you said they can't lose this game.
I said they can't, but they did.
And you're saying it again.
I'm saying it again. Well, because Pittsburgh just lost to fucking Cleveland. The Texans are sinking. The Chargers just lost at home. They're not out of this.
Okay, so you're picking
Bengals. I'm going with the Bengals.
Is it in Pittsburgh?
It's in Cincy. Pittsburgh is coming off an embarrassing loss. Now, I'm not saying they should play better, but they're playing a better offense.
I'll pick Pitt on this.
You like Pittsburgh? All right.
That's another one we.
That's a close one.
Yeah.
Well, this is another one too. Ready for this one? So you're gonna go with Pitt.
I got both the road teams.
Yeah, you do. All right. Well, then I guess I'll take the road team on this one because this is another one. Arizona at Minnesota.
You take Arizona in that game?
I think Arizona kind of thought what you thought about Seattle. And I'm not sold on Minnesota's defense. And I'm not sold on their fucking quarterback. Do you realize last week they won that game, but they barely beat Chicago, who's not a good team, but not terrible. But they targeted Jefferson 3 times in the whole game.
That's embarrassing.
How dumb are you? He's the best receiver in football. Is he in a division game at home that you have to have? How is he targeted 3 times in a game of that magnitude? How is he targeted 3 times
did you
ever?
see what the Commanders did with McLaurin?
Same similar thing, but he caught the touchdown at the end.
Right, but that 20 seconds left.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, I think he had a catch for 10 yards.
This is why I give the Bengals credit. And when it happened again, it happened last year once to what's his name?
We were yelling about
and the next game he was targeted 15 times in the third week. Like they saw what we saw. But how did it even happen once?
Right.
Listen,
it happened more than once.
I can tell you, back in the day, this is why I loved Jerry Rice. There was never a game he wasn't targeted 10 or 12 times. And he delivered every fucking time. Mm-hmm. Go look at Jerry Rice's numbers. Everybody thinks Randy Moss is 8,000 yards behind him. He's 50-something touchdowns behind him. He's nowhere near as good as Jerry Rice. And when Jerry Rice played, there weren't the rules that there are now. You could take the guy's head off. There was no 5-yard. Jerry Rice did that in an era where you could beat people up.
You could kill a man.
You could kill a man. Darryl Stingley, Jack Tatum, Patriots Raiders. Look it up. Paralyze him from the neck down. Okay, so Jerry Rice was a man. So
all right, so you're taking Arizona over Min?
I'm going to take Arizona, and you're going to take Min, I assume.
Okay. So that's 3 different games right there in a row.
Yeah. Oh,
proud of us.
What about this one?
All right.
Indy at New England.
You guys are worse than I thought.
I've been telling you.
I didn't know. I didn't know how bad y'all were.
Well, I don't think Miami's a bad team. I think if Miami didn't get injured, they'd be over 500.
I know, but y'all looked so bad.
We always struggled down there. Even Brady had bad games.
So
Brady had a game down there where he threw 4 picks.
Here's the thing. What's his face? Anthony Richardson is not who I thought he was.
Yeah, see, the problem is the team they beat has the older version of him and Aaron Rodgers, so I can't give him credit for that. I really can't.
I don't know.
Because it's Aaron Rodgers, who's a fraud.
Indy's a better team than them, right? Where is this game?
It's in New England.
That makes it harder to pick.
This is not an easy pick.
All right, well,
by the way,
help me out. What are your thoughts? I might need some of your input to make a decision here.
Drake May has actually played well. I mean, I'm not surprised he's played well. I'm surprised he's still standing.
Y'all scored 7 points last week.
No, it wasn't his fault. The whole team stunk. He got sacked 4 times. He fucking, I mean, he was under duress. They only ran the ball for 80 yards. He had no running game. Again, this is when you can't sit there, if nobody else performs, you can't blame the quarterback. When the other 10 guys don't do a fucking thing. If the other 10 guys don't do their job, it's impossible.
Him, but you're saying he's playing well and they only scored 7 points.
They scored 15 actually, but the thing is that was on 7 was defense.
So they scored 7 points.
The offense scored 7 points. But again, they didn't run the ball.
15 actually, if you count the
return. They didn't run the ball for shit. They didn't protect him. He got sacked 4 times. It should have been. He actually ran away from 5 other sacks. Because he's mobile, he avoided 5 other sacks. Because it should have been 9 or 10, quite honestly. But because he's mobile, thank God, he ran for his life.
So are you telling me you're picking the Pats?
I don't want them to win. I want them to tank for Travis. But I can see the Pats winning this game.
I can see the Colts winning it.
I could too. It's a toss. To me, it's a toss-up game.
I got to pick the Colts here.
I'm going to go with the Patriots. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling based on what I heard in the locker room after the game, they're going to play better, and they're going to be at home. And at some point, they have to win a game at home because they've sucked at home all year basically. So, next one, Seattle at the Jets. Seattle has come on.
And the Jets blow.
Didn't the Jets win their last game?
Huh?
Didn't the Jets win their last game? They lost it. That's right. It was the Colts.
They lost to the Colts.
But Seattle has come on last 2 weeks.
Yeah, there's no way I'm picking the Jets. Are you kidding me? Are you?
No. I think Seattle is playing well. I think they're good.
No, but you're trying to say the Jets won their last
I'm just trying to figure out. I never lost faith in Seattle. I knew they were banged up, but
I don't think Seattle's very good.
they're in first place. Tennessee at Washington. We're not taking Tennessee. We're not taking Tennessee. Washington was there. Houston at Jacksonville. What is going on with the Houston Texans?
Mystery.
This is a mystery. This is not all on Diggs' injury. No, he was good, but they got enough firepower to overcome that.
Yeah,
at least
weird.
beat some of the. I don't know if they can. I don't know
Do
if
they
they
have
can beat.
Mixon?
They have Mixon.
He's been good for
And
them,
they've got
right?
the other guy, not Nico. Yeah,
Nico
Nico
Collins.
and they've got somebody
Tank
else.
Dell.
Tank Dell. I love
Dalton
it.
Schultz.
Yeah, Schultz, the tight end, is good.
I mean,
Like they're not devoid of weapons.
no,
So
I think
I
they
don't
have
know.
a good offensive line.
CJ Stroud does not look like the same quarterback. I don't know why.
I wonder what's going on there.
They were asking that question because by all accounts he's healthy. He's not injured. I don't know. I don't know.
It is only his second year,
It's-
so
But they're at Jacksonville,
gotta go with Houston,
who's
right?
just Jacksonville's all fucked up.
Mac Jones is still playing, right?
No. Well, he played last.
Is Danny Dimes in a wig?
He played
back?
2 playoff teams. They got rolled by both of them. Actually, no. The first game was 12-7. That game was close. The second game they got rolled.
Who is that against? Minnesota?
No, Minnesota's the one I think that rolled them. The other one was who was that?
Dude, they almost beat Philly like a month ago.
I know. I don't know.
All right, so we're both picking. What's the other team?
We're both picking Houston.
Yeah, Texans.
The Rams at New Orleans. New Orleans has looked better since they got the new coach, for what that's worth. I don't know. The Rams are. I mean, the Rams have taken a couple on the chin here. Philly,
Did they just lose again?
They lost to Philly, who's
Philly's good.
Philly's really good.
They're the second best team.
In the conference, I think they are. I agree with it. I think it's Detroit and Philly right now.
And I mean, who in the West is better than Philly?
Nobody.
It's
On
Detroit
paper,
and Philly, right?
It's Detroit and Philly. And then I think the third team. Who's the third?
Who the
team?
fuck is it?
I don't know.
I mean, it could be like the Packers.
The Packers, maybe.
It could be. I'm trying to think. Well,
Maybe the
the
Packers.
well, the Ravens could be.
That's the AFC. We're talking the NFC.
I know, but we're talking like who's the third best team in football?
Oh, I was talking the NFC.
Because I think the Eagles are better than the Ravens. What do you think?
That'd be a hell of a game.
That would be a great game.
That'd be a hell of a game.
They played. Hold on, we play the AFC North. I think we're going to see that game.
Oh, you played Pittsburgh?
Yeah,
You might see that.
and we played the Browns.
Oh, that'd be if that game
Oh
happens.
man,
We're tailgating.
when is
I
that?
don't know. We're tailgating. You and I are partying. We might go live on it. We might do a live IDD for that game.
Sunday, December 1st. Hold on,
It's like 2 weeks. No, that's this Sunday.
that's this weekend. Are we about to pick that game?
Yeah, it's 2 games down.
What the fuck?
Fuck, I'll be in the car driving
Damn.
home. I'll get home for the second half. Shit!
Damn, that
Oh
sucks.
my god! Why isn't it the Sunday night game? Anyway, all right. For Rams, New Orleans, back up.
Rams.
Okay. Tampa Bay, Carolina.
Tampa.
This is it. Philadelphia, Baltimore. Here,
Where?
We're gonna
Where?
It's at Baltimore. Is Devontae Smith back for Philly yet?
I think. Well, no, he had a hamstring last
He's
week.
out. I'm gonna go with Baltimore.
Really?
It's in Baltimore. Yeah. I think Baltimore is the one team that I think can beat Detroit if Detroit's on all cylinders. I don't know that Philly can.
I think Philly can beat
I
Baltimore.
think I don't trust Philly's coach. I don't trust Ball. By the way, here's the other thing. This guy does wet himself, and this is the type of game where he would wet himself. So yeah, if you were picking Philly, I wouldn't disagree with you because this is the game that
I think
Harbaugh.
I gotta pick Philly. I just said I thought Philly was
This
better.
is the game that a guy like Harbaugh wets himself.
And I hate scoring 133 fucking points and losing.
I'm just wondering, is he ever going to stop wetting himself? I'm hoping it's Sunday. Which brings us to the Sunday night game.
Hold on a second.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on a second. I haven't picked yet.
Oh.
Devontae Smith is questionable. I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
All right,
Dude,
so 4.
this is that's 5.
Oh, is it 5? Yeah, Miami Patriots 5. Yeah. There you go. Well, we can't say we didn't pick against you this week.
For real.
Next one, San Fran is Purdy out again?
What?
Is Purdy out again?
I don't know.
They're at Buffalo.
Either way, I think I'd go Buffalo.
They still have all those weapons. Well, I don't know. Is Ayuk still? Is he back?
I don't think so.
It's a tough one. But if Purdy doesn't play, Buffalo. I agree, Buffalo.
So if Purdy plays, you would pick.
I don't
Niners?
know. To me, it's still a toss. It's a toss-up game if he plays. Without him, it's Buffalo.
Yeah.
Monday night, surging Cleveland. Wicked Pittsburgh. At Denver. Denver's good. Denver's gonna. I called that one. They might be a wild card. They had a shot. They're looking good, Denver. Which does it for our pick segment. That's gonna do it for our show tonight. It's you have what 24 hours? No. How many hours is it?
What till Thanksgiving?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, we have 24 hours because it's midnight. You have 24 hours till Thanksgiving. So you guys enjoy the bud. I know
We didn't
I
smoke
will.
our second cigar. It's a shame.
It's a shame.
We'll be back.
It's not like we're not going to have more opportunities. But anyway, you guys have a great Thanksgiving. We will see you guys. We'll probably be back on Monday night or Tuesday night, probably to Monday night, depending on the schedule. But for the Donald and the High Question one, you know the drill, boys and girls. And I have there it is. Bye.